If my baby is born with Down syndrome, do I have a case for birth injury malpractice? The short answer is no. In a situation with Down syndrome, that is what we call a genetic or chromosomal problem, which means that at the time of conception, unfortunately, your baby was going to be born with Down syndrome. That's not anything that the doctors did, and there's nothing that they could do to prevent that. That's just an unfortunate situation. And so I've had calls from clients who asked me, well, what do I do if my baby has Down syndrome? Can I bring a lawsuit against the doctors? And in a birth injury malpractice case, I have to say to them, no. The difference between a birth injury and a birth defect is very significant. So a birth defect, and in this case, I'm talking about Down syndrome, that's one of the most common birth defects that people are familiar with. And again, that has nothing to do with what the doctors did, and it's not preventable. And we would not be able to bring a case of malpractice against the doctors if your baby is born with Down syndrome. Now, there is another cause of action that's called wrongful birth, and I'm going to be doing a video on that to explain what wrongful birth is. And in a situation where your baby has Down syndrome or some other genetic problems, you may have another type of cause of action. It's not traditional birth injury malpractice. It's something called wrongful birth. So birth defects are usually not grounds to bring a birth injury malpractice case. Birth injury has to do with a failure to recognize that the baby is not doing well inside, usually a drop in the heartbeat, where a C-section could have been done earlier and the baby has brain damage as a result of a lack of oxygen. And a birth defect is a totally separate thing. Hope you found this video helpful. Please hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom. That way you can take advantage of all of my videos. I also invite you to my website at frankspectorlaw.com. That's frankspectorlaw.com. On my website, I have lots of great information about medical malpractice. I'm updating that frequently, and I invite you to come take a look. All the resources there are free, and you can hopefully get some answers to your medical malpractice questions. Thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you again on another video.